Hi, my name is Amari, and today I will present my final project. It's about exotic food. It's for a level 5, advanced 5, by the teacher Carlos Daniel Ruiz Cano. And my exotic food it's the Lamprey. Well, by the way of introduction, it's about the what is the meaning about of exotic food, or what is the meaning about the meanings of these words or this topic, no? Exotic food refers to foreign to what it's something what comes from a different country or wants to come a different part of the world. I have the following word as synonymous what is strange, extravagant, or maybe unusual. About this matter, the consumption by humans of meat from different origins. We eat these human beings are omnivores. It says humans eat equal meat or maybe animal or plants or maybe fruits or maybe vegetables. Well, it's the extravagant or the exotic food it says about the um it's about the mixed about the different cultures. It says it's not the same just to say me the Italian guy or the United States guy or well American guy or Mexican guy. It's not equally um the anime and the form of these guys have well these foods, for example, the in USA the people they eat traditional traditional um it's a fast food or maybe beef or maybe have a pork, and in Mexico it's equal. In Mexico, sorry, it says or it's a different types of meat, but the traditional gastronomic Mexican is maybe tortillas or maybe a corn. It's Mexico have a different traditional or Mexico have a exotic food different for another parts of the world, but it's a part of uh, gastronomic and culture customs and principally it's about if you take these words, or you take this um the it's about you take natural or your food or your grow up already this the natural or the you have and you eat this. Well, the next slide it's about opinion about um mm, American woman. It's about the definition about the exotic fruit for this woman. Well, this is about Judy Campbell. It's about American girl, woman. How do you say before a slide? He says about this. Exotic food are not generally foods that are native to your country. I say that that's like it's unusual or extravagant food, or maybe exotic foods are not foods that you find in most dishes. It's a true concept because, well, today about I will talk about the lamprey. Lamprey is a horrible dish. It's a different and difficult to dish to fish. And really, I don't really have a enjoy this dish or this fish, but in this part of the world, it's a very interesting and famous and wonderful dish. Um, for example, she says, space are a great example of exotic food. This is an interesting point. For example, Indian space today has taken popularity, principal, principally in England, and the fusion or the mixes, traditional or base types of dishes with a new space have a new grade or a new foods. for example. No? This kind of fragrance and flavor, it's a true in Mexico have a different species, have a different fruits, have a different types of foods, types of vegetables, types of natural types of different uh, different species have do you take in a new dishes. Rose water or flowers as exotic. This is a American woman in America. How do you and in the USA, it's not traditional or it's not common. You say rose or maybe a tree of fruit or apple or maybe this. But and I think about this says about the rose water or maybe this. Asian food can contain species. Yes, the Asian food is different for all the Oriental food. It's curious leaf about this part of the world. Leaves that you really see. It's a personal opinion. Other food states expand many foods that used to be exotic and more common. It's only that the mods or the popularity food it's common, but no, the traditional or the different grow up the different parts of the world, or maybe the people grow up and another types of it's exotic food for you, but not exactly for this group or this person or this people or this part of the world. Well, why did I choose this food? Well, it's an interesting question. Well, I in this picture you can see a lamprey. Yes, it's a horrible fish. But it made me especially curious because it is an animal that we can almost say is a dinosaur. Why? It has been on the earth for many, many years. Um, I don't know, I don't like it, but it's a interesting dish. If you say it looks like a monster, well, I think it looks like a monster. This little animal is lives in the rivers and shallow waters, and yet it's extremely difficult to fish. Yeah, the fish which even had its own method of fishing. Yeah, you have for the fish you need a netting, rocks, tool rocks, and very luck. Yes, very luck. It only grows in Galician place and France. In addition to having an extremely rare and a slow biological cycle, yes, this is for young. It's a young the 3 years for 4 years, and the time to be adult it's only 2 years. And this is the reason to it's also difficult to obtain and cook. It's only prepared in I don't if I don't remember that. Maybe I think about this is in May. Yeah, in May on April, and for these types. And it scares me a bit, but I consider it very unusual to talk about a fish that survivally consumes the blood. Yes, this is a vampire, the blood of other fishes and the fishes be miscarry because it's the ocean vampire that feeds on other fishes but it does not bite and it's no them this animal is a parasite that cycles to other fishes with its raw teeth and for which a fish slow bleeds to death. Yeah, it's not a fast death, it's a slowly and horrible death to the fish. Well, stop about the talk about the the lamprea in uh, mm, the oceans or in the native. 5. About the lamprey with the food. The ingredients are, well, fairly chopped onion, 1 onion, 2 cloves of garlic, extra virgin olive, 2 or 3 tablespoons, and Iberian ham, the 100 grams, and mentioned red wine, 375 milliliters, lamprey, 1 lamprey, one of these extraordinary fish, and salt. Well, it's time to talk about how do you prepare this food. Well, let's start with the clean lamprey. Yes, the first thing to do is submerge the lamprey in the very hot water and then go over the skin with the back of the knife in order to remove the smelly layer that covers it, but taking in account not to break the skin. Does not need bleeds. This is given masons with a coarse salt, washed with cold water, and dried well with a cloth. Now we will have a IGV that is not slippery. Yay! It's a beautiful process. Number 2, then the dorsal fins and caudal fin are trimmed, but be careful not to open the meat. It's a, difficult process and take the time, patience. And number 3, in a large container we will put the wine and we will manage to place the lamprey upside down on safe containers so what we start to count the blood falls on the wine and does not coagulate. Yes, preciously. It's available that someone lent us and had mixing the blood with the wine from time to time. Yes, the interesting topic of this is blood of lamprea with the wine. Delicious. That's the last point. The fourth and last point is this position. What is done? It is remove the head. You cut the head. Making a cut above the last of the gill holes. Once the head is removed, we will open the ventral area. Be careful not to break the ventral tube, and it's careful, which shall be removed entirely, and we will clean the inside of the lamper where we leave it hanging between 30 minutes and an hours so that it bleeds out, stirring the wine mixture from time to time. And interesting, you eat lamprea is interesting. Well, take the moment to prepare the Bordeaux lamprey stew. In a white casserole in which we can fry the lamprey, color that in one piece being to prepare the sauce by adding the final chopped garlic. Number 2, add the onion with its poached and the ham. Then the lamprey, obviously. After 5 minutes, we add the wine mixed with the blood, delicious, of the lamprey, and we set it to toast. And um, if you finish this special dish, cover it out low and heat for 30 or 40 minutes. Well, how do you serve this dish? Or uh well, to the assembled dish is we serve about some white rice, a good amount of sauce, a cup of piece of the lamprey from which we will have removed the skins, and a slice of fried bread. Yes. Oh well, for this point, you don't know or you don't have the ask about the what does the lamprey taste like? You really take me attention, but it's an interesting dish. About the native people, about the yes, the lovers of dish. Say the flavor is more reminiscent of a good forage. What is forage? Well, which is equal to overfeed and hypertrophied dog liver. Delicious taste. That of any other fish. Of course, it is a dish not suitable for everyone, but whoever has not tried it should do so because it's possible that they will be it for a surprise. Obviously, because the flavor is interesting taste, and obviously, I know I will. I obviously I wish they taste in my mouth. Well, yeah, thanks for your attention, and this is all for me, and bye.